Good morning, welcome to the next podcast, Manny Collier-talks cricket memorabilia. I hope you've had a good week and an interesting week here, a few bits turning up and what have you. So without further ado, we'll crack on with some of the bits that have turned up. But as I said last week, we're going to go into some of the other ships that between the wars in the collection. So we're looking forward to showing you those. So anyway, let's have a quick go at these. We've been on the swapping this week and with a few other collectors. This one here's turned up here. It's a lovely one with Jack Hobbs's records in 1923. Plain back postcard, that one. So nice little postcard there with a master on. So another one that's arrived this week. Very pleased to get hold of this one, I've got to say. Rachel Hey-Ho Flint, a great captain of England and a great instigator of all the women's cricket that's gone around the world. So she was a great administrator and she's one of the greatest lady cricketers ever been. So I'm pleased to get hold of that. Baroness Rachel Hey-Ho Flint, a nice signature there too. So pleased to get hold of that one. Unusual one to see. And then another on the swap front here, we've got a couple of the Master. Get me out the bag there for you. We've got 19 with Leary Constantine. This one is 1939 when the West Indies team came over to England. He's enjoying a cup of tea there with Leary Constantine. This one was actually used in 1939 and also again in 1949 with all the information on the back there. So a nice press photograph there. Reception for the cricketers on the eve of Test match on the 23rd of the 6th, 1939. A nice one there with the Master enjoying a cup of tea. Another one again, this is 1962. And another one there with a press photograph. It's got in 1962. So Jack Hobbs celebrates his 80th birthday in Maiden Lane. I'm not quite sure what Maiden Lane would be, probably up in London. So Jack Hobbs greeted by Leary Constantine. So two of the greats there of international cricket there. So a nice one to get hold of that. Been on so swapped that with a couple of bits this week. So pleased to get hold of those, and thanks Gary and Steve for those. So we'll get those away. So anyway, back onto the ships again this week. We'll do the MCC ones first. And we've got 1929-30 there. That's signed on the back by that team. On the SS Rangatine, Rangatini, or Taney probably. Can't quite get my tongue around that one. Anyway, it's all signed on the back by the MCC team that toured Ceylon, Australia and New Zealand. New Zealand mainly for the sort of informal test matches. It's a nice postcard there of that team. Another one here, this signed on the front. 1935-36, we have the Orion. This was a maiden voyage, the Orion. So 1935-36 team, captained by Errol Holmes, Surrey boy. So that's a couple of nice MCC ones there. And we're going to go on to South Africa now. Let's just get them in the right order if I can. I think this one is nice 26-27. So we'll do 1924 first. This is Joel's team, MCC team to South Africa. Nicely signed card there. Carried the team to South Africa, returned on the Kenilworth Castle. This is the Balmoral Castle, this one. A nice one there of the team to go over there. And then there's also got a nice large one of that, but seems just not brilliant on it. But again, it's what have we got there? Edinburgh Castle there. So signature's not great on that one, but it's a rare card, so rare photograph. So nice to get hold of that one. That's been in the collection a few years now. Actually, I've actually said that wrong. That one I showed you just now was 1929. This one's 1924. Same one as the one I've just shown you. So we got the MCC team to South Africa 1924 on the Edinburgh Castle. So apologies for that. We've got them the wrong way around, but there we are. So a couple of nice signed cards there. MCC teams over to South Africa. And what have we got here? We've got the Windsor Castle here. This one. This is 1935 South African team over to England. Signed on the back there by most of the team. A nice one to get hold of that one. That's the say Windsor Castle. Mainly castles, those named after the ships named after castles in those days on that line. And there's another one here. What we've got here, 1927-28. Quite nicely signed, that one. You can actually read them fairly clearly in the right light, but might appear to you to be slightly faded. Well, they are slightly faded, but they aren't too bad. So that's nice. Nice large one there of the Saxon. There we are, the Saxon. A regular ship over there. Anyway, that's the end of the ships between the wars. I thought I'd show you these two lovely passenger lists from we've got here. We've got both teams going over. 1887, this is a passenger list. Mrs. T.C. O'Brien, and T.C. O'Brien was a member of the team that went over there that year. What we got there? Captain W. Shannon, the RMS Iberia from Tilbury and Plymouth, sailing over to Australia. So it's a lovely card there. Got a map on the back and all sorts of stuff in there. I'm quite pleased to get hold of that one. This is a return journey for both teams. Two teams went over there. We've got the Austral here. Lovely passenger. The Austral again, that would be Mrs. T.C. O'Brien. So very pleased to get on. We've got the same map on the back of there. So some nice early ones, 1886 those two. So pleased to have acquired those a few years ago. So anyway, that's about it for the signed ships and what have you, and the bits that turned up this week. I hope you enjoyed that one, and we'll do some more ships next week as well and go from there. Okay, have a good week. Cheers.